What's up, everybody? I'm Duke. I was doing some looking around, and so the gold provinces in the world make a lot of money. Like this one is size 280 out of 280, makes ducats. There's one up here. This one is size 517 out of 540, makes about 246 ducats. So almost double the size of this one, and it makes only a little bit more. But that's beside the point. So these provinces, the gold-producing provinces, produce bullion, and that is worth nothing. It doesn't actually show up as them producing anything. So this is in the middle of. It says output 0 out of 5.3 bullion, worth 0 ducats. So that's the actual gold, and because I think historically gold and silver were minted into coins, that's why that represented like that. Then it produces luxury good. So you're not making money off of the gold itself. The province is producing luxury. That's what you're making off of. This one produces 10 units of luxury, which I imagine potentially the difference between these is possibly the difference between the selling price of luxury goods in those two nodes. But so gold, it's luxury that's making money from. But I noticed silver doesn't produce luxuries. So silver mines don't make any money. This province right here, its labor cost is 10 ducats, its profit is -7 ducats. So it might make some money, but because it doesn't produce luxuries, silver is worthless. So these three silver provinces, doesn't matter what size the silver is, it's just worthless. I imagine size 960 versus size 10 is going to give the same negative income. So that's unfortunate because this province's size is 960. This one is 800, I think. Yeah, so those would have been two really good provinces to get max silver size, because that would have been worth a lot of money. I just chalk that up to the mod's currently in its alpha stage, so it's just one of those unfortunate things that I have to deal with. I went ahead and I released Nazca, so they have a core on this province, so I can go ahead and attack Portugal for a core reconquest. I think that should open up a couple of things to in the peace deal, possibly get them to give provinces. I'll see how that goes. If that works out, if I don't get enough from that to justify that, then I'll go back to the conquest CBs. Fortunately, I don't have a holy war against them. That's what I would like to do, but yeah, religion is non-existent right now, so that's another thing that I have to just chalk up to it not ready. I'm gonna fight Maya. See how many provinces I get them. I make practically nothing. Well, I make 13 ducats, so I was making about 50 ducats before. Got about 5 years left from war up, so that's because I reduced taxes at stability, and then I did those reforms, which... How'd that even pop up? That's weird. High provincial corruption is also causing problems with. So now law corruption is plus 22%. My autonomy decreased from 1.3 to 1.381. I don't think that's been close to getting close to 65 though, so I probably just won't be able to do this at 65 average autonomy or lower. And I chalk that up to religion as well. Probably because of that MNA Heat 90 modifier, which I've mentioned in the past, plus 2.5 per province autonomy. It is huge. That's because if you don't know this, I cannot change the minorities in provinces. So minorities add autonomy, and since this is the religion in the mod so far is very bare bones, you convert a province once, it converts the religion to your state religion, but it doesn't do anything with the minorities. You're supposed to convert minorities through this organized missions. This organized missions does not work, so I have no way around that. And yeah, that's adding 0.25 autonomy in pretty much every province I own, which I'll just live with it. And then just chalk it up to the province, the mod just in an alpha. I looted a lot of money from that province, right? This is also an area that is not very developed, I would say, in terms of the mod. Which I don't expect them to work over here, since the focus should be in Europe first, because that's where most people play. This is kind of an afterthought with colonial nations, kind of just exists. Not a high priority. I wouldn't say this is even a high priority in vanilla with Paradox, so don't expect it to be high priority with the mod team when there's so many other unfinished areas. You can see with the river map mode that this is definitely unfinished, because there's this one lake that has this CE reduction around it, but then there's other lakes that could potentially have that, and I think this river system, I'm not entirely familiar with Amazon geography, but I would imagine it would extend more than this. I assume there'll be changes in terms of that system. I'm gonna go ahead and just loot these guys. Really haven't looted that much. This is a high development province, so I kind of want to knock that down a little bit, and then I get money. $400 ducats. Could build pathing. What I could do is I could actually see about deleting that M&A heat modifier. No promises on that, but I might check it out in the files and just potentially delete that, since I can't do anything with it in terms of actual game mechanics. And that's in every province. Ooh, that's 50,000 troops. Yeah, that's these people. These people have 50,000 troops. Is that a stack weight? No, because I can run away. I could bring up these 8,000 troops. 20,000 is probably enough to deal with those, I imagine. I think they would be able to get troops over here. They were able. Yeah, don't go right there. I'll bring these troops over. Good news is the bureaucrats have taken over and they haven't lost control, so that's good. That's only at the cost of a lot of provincial corruption due to increased corruption from laws. And I think I mentioned this in the past, but bureaucrat loyalty. So you get state corruption due to lower bureaucrat loyalty. But bureaucrat loyalty is 100 minus your bureaucrat corruption. So the higher your corruption is, the lower your bureaucrat loyalty is, so then the more corruption you get from low bureaucrat loyalty. So it seems like a system that kind of just spirals. I should be able to stack with these guys before they're reinforced. Hopefully. Alright, they would actually give me this province. Alright, that's good. Build a fort there. That province some ducats. I looted 4,100 ducats. That'll bring those guys back down south to deal with these separatists. There's a rebel. Alright, taxes improved a little bit. Looks like realm expenses dropped. My advisor cost increased because I'm now a hegemonic. Which gives an extra alliance slot. Isn't that great? I'm gonna send a colonist to the Falkland Islands. I have one colony going actually, so I'll send one here and then one up here as well. That'll just leave that province. Then I sent 2 colonial frontiers here because I want to build roads through there because there's a river right here. That river can go through these 2 provinces and get over here. That should cut through the south. The other thing is every time a republic, the ruler, another ruler is elected, you lose. Yeah, you lose faction loyalty from here. So everybody hates me because of that, and the rulers that I get are really old, so hardly any of them ever last the entire term, which means I'm losing 8 relations with the estates very quickly, so that's making that really bad. Which is another thing that I think has to be changed with republics, but there aren't that many republics in the game, so there hasn't been too much focus on that. Alright, France accepted peace. What is this? France cedes Jubida to England. New Occitania cedes Tindai and Navarrete. France renounces their claims on Inner Hebrides. They concede colonial Eastern America. Alright, so England got their stuff back, is what I see. My truce with England has actually ended. I only have a humiliate rival CB against them, so they'd have to attack me, or I'd have to do a buy network. Start that. England announced Spain their rival. Hey, the other thing is these gold provinces that out of nowhere low as well. In terms of size, so practically worthless as well, just because they're like 16, size 16, which really hardly anything. I colonize this province. Colonize this province because I wanted to do a river or a road system. Go from here to here. I colonize that province for the same reason. But I think I'd rather have the road go from here over here. Colonize that province. Portugal attacked Chimu again. Oh no. So they might actually be able to take these provinces. They don't have, because they border down here, they would take the provinces. They can't send troops from the ocean. They're potentially blocked through here, but they could send around through here. And of course, whatever they build down there. Alright, tax relief ended, so I'm not gonna do that again. My stability is 0. If I actually get my stability up to 1, I could go ahead and do this reform. That is the highest, so that would do from 40% times state reach based direct tax efficiency to 60% times state reach based direct tax efficiency. Negative 10% mana cost of all state direct taxes, and it adds chattels tax. My stability is increasing by 1.5%, so I might have to actually do tax relief again. I'm wondering how many nomads do I have? I'm like, because if I don't have that many nomads, I could do grain. If there's a lot of nomads, they're probably all dying. Check the census, about 19 million people, 19.3 million people, natural change of about 152,000 per year. 30,000 inward movement, 25,000 outward movement, 878,000 nomads. So I had about 760 before, so they've increased by about 120,000. 16,000 are migrating out, 6,000 natural change, 6,000 deaths, about 837,000 residents, 2,600 of them are dying every year, 10,000 inward movement, some gentry, 250,000, 19,000 burgers. Another system that's kind of messed up is if you're not colonizing, you're going to be perpetually short of burgers, which is a problem with your... So there's no real good way to get burgers unless you colonize. That kind of hamstrings nations that don't colonize. Maybe that's intentional, though. I could see that being an intentional thing. Industry-wise, we have 4,000 food production, 3975 demand, so we produce more than that. Almost double salt surplus. Fiber is good, fuel is good, raw materials good. Produce 79 exotic goods, demand 96, so we're producing more, demand is keeping up. Demand is keeping up, not supply. Consumer goods, a little bit of a deficit there, military goods is good. Naval goods. My naval force limit has actually increased a lot, and that's, I imagine, because I'm using more goods. So if I want my army force limit up, I should increase my military production. Industrial, a little bit of industrial deficit. Luxury is pretty much right there. Tiny little bit of a knowledge deficit. I have 19 heavy galleons. I'm gonna build... I'll build a couple more, and then I'll build some... I have 8 transport ships down there. That's good. 9 transport ships over there. Army force limit. Okay, my army force limit is 12. It's actually only 6 ducats. It's costing me. Interesting. I'll delete 1 troop up there for now. I have rebels in the south, so I'll keep those. And then 800 ducats. I'm gonna open up cottage insurance. I imagine this will be like 600 ducats. And 500-ish ducats. Actually a good amount of ducats at cost. That thing is still being built in a province. No one's building a garrison. No one's built. See, province is building pathing. I swear this province built pathing in the past. Pathing is 0 out of 4, so that should actually be province. I'm not sure why the pathing size is 4 here. It's 15 here, so pathing is going to be a lot more expensive here versus they're the same terrain, jungle flats. It looks like they're about the same size. Not sure why that's like that. I think that province has built pathing in the past and it just went down. This province has pathing. Force limit dropped down from 12 to 11. This system, I understand this system where you have to produce goods, naval goods and armaments to have higher... Wait, what? France beat Song. How did that happen? There's no way. Did Song even try to land troops? Every time I fight Song, they always send 600 million men against them. I don't even think a battle was fought there. Kind of surprising, because I would imagine Song would just land troops on Taiwan, get the war goal, and then do that, but they not. Okay. Oh my god, France wants an alliance. France. Yeah, France doesn't really have that many provinces over here. I don't think I particularly need France as an ally. I suppose if I fought Portugal, I could just call in. And then that would help out with the war balance, so I'll accept them. They don't really have that many provinces, so I take them out last. Apparently they don't want this province anymore. Now they just view it as a province of strategic utility. They want Portugal's provinces over there. Interesting. There's a bunch of cores. And my overextension is 70%, which is actually adding 0.07 monthly autonomy. That's something that I could get down to reduce autonomy. Corruption is decreasing very slowly, 2%. That'll probably sit around 65%, I imagine. Alright, I'm gonna see about leading that M&A modifier. I imagine if I do that, I might get close to 65 average autonomy. I can't actually even look. This is your country's average autonomy is supposed to show up here, but the current patch that I'm on, this wasn't implemented yet. I believe in the newest patch it is, so kind of annoying not being able to know what my average autonomy is in my country. I can kind of check if it's trending down by checking that source multipliers, autonomy 1.381, which it's really not. That's about where it was 50 years ago, but trying to build pathing and stuff, so I'm gonna end this part here and check that out and continue in the next part. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.